Be careful falling asleep during this episode because we are talking Sandman Season 2, and we're going back to the dreaming here on Two Geeks and a Microphone.
Welcome to the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast, your one-stop shop for television, movie, video games, comic books, book reviews, and more. Now, without further ado, here's Steven and Mike.
Hello there.
So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
I'll talk first. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Two Geeks and a Microphone. I am your co-host, Mr. Stephen Boster, along with the one, the only, Mr. Michael, the crazy guy on the disc golf course himself, Mr. Michael Shanks. Say hey to everybody, man.
Good morning to all you geeks out there in Geekdom Land. Yeah, unfortunately, we haven't had a lot of time on the golf course or as of late. We did play once this week, but it's been like crazy hot here. Sorry, I'm trying to get my glasses cleaned off. And we did have a couple nice days where the weather cooled off, and unfortunately I just didn't make it out there, but we did. Megan and I did make it out. What was it, Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday that we made it out, and we had a nice time on the golf course, and both of us didn't do so great because we hadn't played in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it was good.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, everybody, it has been crazy this week, but we've got all kinds of stuff to talk about today. So we are talking Sandman. And it was so funny before the show, Mike goes, "Hey, do you want to know what my scale is?" I said, No. As we always say, save it for the podcast. So I'm looking forward to seeing what his, I have a guess, but we'll see how it goes. But that may be a spoiler. My guess is a spoiler, so that probably won't be that. So we'll see.
Well, yeah, I guess it could. Yeah, we'll.
I don't know about yours.
We'll save it for the podcast. We'll save it for the podcast.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and head into geeky news, everybody. Here we go. All right. With that, Mike, I'll let you go because you've got a lot, and I don't have mine set up anymore because I think it was pulling my resources, sharing my screen today.
Trying to find the right screen now. Where's the screen where it was at?
Oh, for share screen? Right here. I got it. There we go. I got it covered. Sorry.
Awesome. Because I had it all set up. So
yes.
As I've said in the past, geeky news can be feast and it can be famine. This week, it is feast. Oh, boy. And it is quite the Thanksgiving feast, too, even though it's not Thanksgiving. All right. So first up, Star Wars, and this is official announcement because this is on StarWars.com. They announced that they will be doing a Star Wars 50th anniversary in 2027. So just a couple or a little over a year away. And they are going to bring back Star Wars A New Hope into theaters for the 50th anniversary. So on April 30th.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. April 30th, 2027, we'll celebrate the 50th anniversary of Star Wars with a re-release of the 1977 classic back for a limited time in theaters everywhere. Part of Lucasfilm's year-long 50th anniversary celebration. So that sounds like they have a lot more in store for 2027. I think 2027 will be a good Star Wars year. Anyway, it says Star Wars A New Hope will play in theaters over the May the 4th holiday, also known as Star Wars Day. Switch on your targeting computers and keep your eyes on StarWars.com for more details, including when and where to buy tickets to this once-in-a-generation event. And now, there's been some discussion going over the internets about which version of Star Wars they're going to show. Because there's been some people saying they think that they're actually going to show the original 1977 theatrical cut I don't believe that'll happen. I know
concur.
Kathleen Kennedy did do that for a special event in England this past year,
Oh,
but I don't think they will do it because I think they will stick to George Lucas's original mandate that the original not return to theaters. In fact, the original just not return, period. So, I mean,
now I
that's
can see that with the Star Wars special that no one ever speaks of that again. But
well, my thinking is you should show the 1997 re-releases because those were when we started getting the improvements on the effects, the improvements on the coloring, the improvements in the sound, but it didn't have all the added extra scenes. It didn't have the walk on by Boba Fett, which happens to be Mark Anthony
Austin,
who we've had on the podcast several
a
times.
couple of times, yeah.
Great guy, but
Yes.
it wouldn't have that because it wouldn't have the Jabba scene. There's a couple scenes it wouldn't, and thank God it wouldn't have McClunky. I hate that. So that's what I would prefer if they show, if they wanted to go back to a, more closer to the original theatrical cut. I think that's probably the best version. But I think what we see on Disney Plus is what we will get in the theaters in 2027.
Oh, fair enough. That's a good connection. Yes. Okay.
But time will tell. We'll find out. I mean, it'd be fun to see the original theatrical cut. That'd be cool. But I just don't think it's going to happen. So,
speaking of Disney Plus and Hulu, did you hear this week they announced that they are becoming one app?
Megan mentioned that to me when I had my Hulu troubles earlier this year.
Right.
Hulu's a pain in my rear end. But
hey, everybody, has anybody else had that issue where if you've got Hulu, you sit there and then it all of a sudden tells you that you're not at your home, but you're in your home, kind of a thing? Well, I did, and it got so bad, I just quit and went to YouTube TV.
Well, the thing is, I have AT&T's wireless internet, so I can put the router anywhere in my house. And it's what they call a dynamic connection. So it constantly searches for the best connection and automatically switches you to that. It took a couple months for me to get really good internet connection, and then now my internet connection seems to be fabulous. I'm loving it. All my devices seem to be working properly. And even my streaming, we had problems with that when
I remember that. Yeah.
And I don't seem to be having those problems now. In fact, you see, I've got full streaming right now. Anyway, so it took several months to get that right. And then all of a sudden I started having this issue where Hulu starts telling me, oh, you've changed your location. I ain't changed my location. I've not went anywhere. What are you talking about? And I would call them up and they go, oh, well, your what do you call it? Your IP address? Yeah, your IP address has changed. I'm like, okay. So they have to update that. Well, it was getting to the point where it was like every other day I was calling Hulu and I was just losing my mind over this. So
yeah.
I'm hoping I found a workaround. The workaround is I've logged in on my MacBook, which has a GPS on it. And I've watched a video saying that if you log into like a mobile device that, it will kind of change with it. Or mask it from changing. So I'm hoping that fixes the problem.
Yeah.
So if anybody else has had this issue, how did you get around it? Leave us a comment.
Right.
That'd be awesome. Anyway. Let's go back to geeky news. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I went off on a rant there.
You did, but that's okay.
All right. So Star Wars coming 2027. Look for that.
Yep.
A little bit sooner, Batman. I'm Batman.
Dun, dun, dun.
1989 Batman with Michael Keaton is returning to theaters at the end of this month. One day only. one day only, you can see Batman and Batman Returns in AMC theaters.
It's August. Does that say August 25th?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man, I so want to go see it, but the closest AMC to me is probably Alton.
Okay.
August 25th is a Monday. Now, that is Brenda's birthday weekend. I've already taken Friday off, which is her birthday, August 22nd. And I'm like, oh man, maybe I should take Monday off. But is it wrong to go see Batman on Brenda's birthday weekend? Did you say yeah?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be on my side on it.
Unless she wants to see it.
Anyway, so one day only, the great Michael Keaton is returning to theaters in Batman and Batman Returns. Both films will return to AMC theaters, only AMC theaters. And it's because AMC has the Dolby Cinema sound. And I think that's exclusive to AMC cinemas.
Okay.
So, and these versions of the movies have been redone in the new Dolby Cinema sound.
Okay.
Sounds like it's going to be fantastic.
That'd probably sound really good. Yeah.
In fact, in this article, Tim Burton comments, let's see, I'm trying to find where he starts. Oh, here it is. Burton says, I hadn't watched these films since I made them, and seeing them again with this level of clarity, beauty, color, and sound felt really new and exciting. Dolby Atmos and Vision brought it to life in a fresh way. So, man, it's just incredible. I would love to go see it. So
that would be cool.
People will rush out and see this, and maybe we could see a bigger re-release of that. That would be awesome.
That would be good, because the closest AMC theater to me is 3 hours away.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So,
Alton's not that far away. It's just, I just have to go to Alton for it. It's like,
Right.
But I would make the drive for Batman. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. My last article.
Well, I'll do real quick.
Oh, okay. You want to do yours?
That way, yeah, because you've got that's a good ender, the one that you have. So, so everybody know that there's going to be a Henry Cavill Highlander reboot, or I shouldn't say everybody knows. That's not right to say. I'm sorry, everybody. There's going to be a new Highlander reboot with Henry Cavill, and I'm pretty excited about it, because I watched the original 1986 one that had Christopher Lambert and Clancy Brown as the villain and stuff. So
SpongeBob? Or Mr. Krabs, or yeah.
So here's the interesting thing. The guy who is directing it is the same guy who did the John Wick movies. And so they announced this week that Dave Bautista is going to be playing the villain, the Kurgan, the role that Clancy Brown played, the Kurgan. So it's pretty exciting, because they've already tapped Russell Crowe to be Henry Cavill's character, his mentor. So that was the role played by Sean Connery back in the original one. So it was Christopher Lambert is the main character, Connor McLeod of the Clan McLeod, and then you've got I can't remember his name all of a sudden because we're live. Sean Connery's character. Gosh, I can't remember the character's name now. And then that's going to be played by Russell Crowe. And then the villain is Dave Bautista, that was done by Clancy Brown. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be really, it's going to be really an interesting take. So I know it's still going to be a little bit before it comes out, but it's going to be
true confession time. I've never watched Highlander.
That's okay.
That's Ramirez.
What was that, Megan?
Ramirez. Yes, Ramirez. Yes, that's the character. Yep.
Cool. It sounds like it'll be incredible. I'll definitely go see it if it comes out.
The first one's good. But it's 1986 compared to today's standards, so we're kind of influenced. But when it came out then, it was kind of a big deal. In the end, there can be only one. So the premise of the film is there's these immortals that they live forever, But what happens is they end up battling and fighting and sword play and stuff. And so they cut off the other one's head. When you cut off that person's head, you gain that immortal's power or their ability, or it increases yours. And so then there's the prize at the end. So there can be only one, is that then one person gets the prize and you don't know what that is until you get to the end. And then there's different themes on that and stuff. But it's an interesting take on it. And so churches are holy ground, so they can't fight on church grounds and stuff. There's a big scene with Clancy Brown with Christopher Lambert in a church, and they're talking and stuff. And so, they can't fight, but it's really interesting. It's a really interesting take. So anyway, that's
Cool.
my geek jar.
All right. So I have one last. That's your geek jar?
No, not my geek jar. Sorry, my geeky news, because it just got announced 2 days ago. Sorry.
Sure. All right. I got one last article. This one, in my opinion, is the biggest news we got. Marvel and DC are gearing up for another crossover, and they have not done a crossover in decades. So this is a big one. It is Deadpool and Batman.
What?
Yeah. I am super excited. But not only do we get Deadpool and Batman, this is supposed to be a one-off, a one-shot. So in that issue, we also get some other crossover action. So here's the Deadpool Batman cover.
Is that the cover? Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the covers. There's going to be multiple for this. That looks beautiful. And by the way, I had them add this to my poll last night. I was like, I want Deadpool and Batman, and then I was informed it's already added to your list.
Nice.
I was like, thank you, Ashley. That's nice of you. Here's the next cover. Okay, now
Huntress and Psylocke.
Psylocke. Okay, that I wasn't sure who she was. So Huntress and Psylocke. That should be an interesting team up fight. Whatever is going to happen.
Yeah.
And then this one, I don't know if I like the pairing so much.
Rogue and Poison Ivy.
Yeah, Rogue and Poison Ivy. It seems like an odd pairing to me, but still pretty cool. And
each of them has that deadly touch.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess in that sense. So then we have Deadpool.
I bet she's breaking into Wayne. Is that Wayne Manor?
That's Wayne Manor.
It sure is.
Nice. And then here's Deadpool inside Wayne Manor talking to Bruce Wayne and so on and so forth. And then we have Jim Gordon and Deadpool meeting up with Jim Gordon, who's got the bat light on. And then this is the other team up I'm excited about. Daredevil and Green
Arrow. Oh.
I figured you'd be really excited about that.
Yes.
So, and I think that's a great matchup, because we've had Daredevil with Hawkeye before, so Green Arrow is just the DC version of Hawkeye, basically. And then this one is just weird. Crypto and what'd you say the shark's name?
Jeff the Shark.
Jeff the Shark.
Jeff the Land Shark.
Is it Jeff Fafa? Anyway. You have an extra F. Jeff Fafa. Anyway. So Jeff the Land Shark and Crypto. Weird combination, but okay, great. So and this is coming out. When is this coming out? I should have had this ready. Let's see. Okay. On sale September 17th. So it's just around the corner.
Oh, just a month. Just a little over a month. Okay.
Yeah, it says the Deadpool Batman one shot marks the first crossover between the world's greatest comic book companies in decades, soon to be followed in November by Batman Deadpool #1, a one shot published by DC.
Oh, so there's going to be two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them.
So both comics will deliver explosive sagas starring Marvel's Merc with a mouse. Marvel's Merc with a mouth and DC's Cape Crusader, along with backup stories that showcase additional team-ups and showdowns between legendary characters from both universes. On these latest variant covers, you can see even more unbelievable matchups. so on and so. And we just went through the different matchups. So
yeah,
I am looking so forward to this. My only complaint is I think it should have been Deathstroke instead of Batman, considering that's who Deadpool is ripped off of, is Deathstroke. But,
right.
Deadpool kind of seems to be Marvel's golden boy right now, and
Right.
Batman's always DC's golden boy.
Yes. Yes.
So there you have it, and there you are. That is the geeky news for today.
Very nice. All right, well, let's move into Geekdar, shall we?
Go with the radar, sir.
What's wrong with it?
I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps.
The what? The what? And the what?
You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps. It's not all he's lost.
Well, all I've got on my Geekdar is Wednesday came out this week, and so we watched the first episode last night, and I feel like they put more money into season 2 than season 1. There's even how the opening credits came up. I'm like, ooh, they spent some money on this one.
I enjoyed season 1, so that
I did enjoy season 1. The first episode was good. I liked it. Second episode, I was falling asleep, but that's only because it had been a full day. So it wasn't that it was that bad. It's just I was just tired.
Look, and I do that a lot. So
yeah, and I've been drinking a little too. So so we ended up getting this new apple pie moonshine.
That sounds dangerous.
It's really good. It's really good. So I didn't have a whole lot of it because I was like, everything in moderation, right?
Right. Yeah, that sounds like something you could easily have a lot of, and
it
could be a dangerous situation.
Yes, and it's locally made here in Montana, so that was pretty cool.
Awesome. Very cool.
Yes.
Very cool. Well, I do not have media-wise for Geekdar. I have kind of show and tell geeky stuff today.
Nice.
So first off, I saw Squatch was coming out with a couple new scents, and I had some Squatch bucks or whatever you call their things, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and order those because I get $5 off on it. All right, so 2 new soaps. One is called the Infinity Brick.
Ooh.
It is Thanos. And it is amethyst extract and garnet heavy grit. So that's
okay.
And I'm not good at describing scents. I don't know.
Okay.
But it has a good scent.
It smells good.
Yeah, I like it. It's a very good scent. But the other one that I was even more excited about was the Symbiote Plunge, which is Venom. I mean, it's Venom. I had to get Venom. So
absolutely.
And then they described this one. I love the description of this one. Devil's Claw extract and pumice, and it's a medium grit. So how do you get Devil's Claw?
Right. It does make one wonder.
Yeah. So and then I have one last thing. So Coca-Cola has come out with specialty Star Wars cans. Don't really know why. There's not anything really Star Wars happening right now, but so we bought a case of Coca-Cola, and I got the
Darth Maul. Very cool.
So I decided to try something new with Coca-Cola collectible cans, and you can see it's still sealed,
right?
But I punctured the bottom, which may not have been the best way to do it. But this way, the soda doesn't, because after years and years, the soda will start to eat the can.
Oh,
I found this. Ask me how I know. I found this out the hard way.
So I gotcha. Okay.
I tried to be a little smarter with this one because I wanted to keep one, but I wanted to still have the top sealed, so it looks like it's been unopened. And,
yeah.
And Darth Maul is, my favorite of the cans that Darth Maul was Darth Maul was the only one in that case. But if on the cover or on the box of it, it's got Darth Maul, Ahsoka, the Emperor, and Kylo Ren on it. They're featured on it. So, and then Megan said that she saw one that had Yoda, and I don't remember.
I'm going to look it up.
Okay, so Megan's looking up the other ones, but apparently there's, I guess, about 8 different specialty Coca-Cola cans. It's either Coca-Cola or
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero that you can get the specialty cans on.
So it looks there's Maul, Ahsoka, Kylo Ren, the Emperor, Anakin, Vader, Leia, Yoda, Boba Fett.
Ooh.
Can't see or no. Yeah.
So is Boba Fett one of the Coke Zero cans?
I don't know. This one's got the regular Coke.
Oh, really? Ooh, I'd like a Boba Fett.
Except for Ahsoka, the regular cans. Oh, because those have.
And we also saw last night.
There's also Chewie and what you're gonna say.
Yeah, we also saw last night that Coca-Cola is putting them on some 20-ounce bottles too.
I was just gonna say I found more.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'm more excited about the cans though. I think the cans are a lot cooler. Although with the bottles, you could just take off the label and stuff.
So it looks like the 20-ounce or 16-ounce, whatever the small cans have.
Whoops.
Maul, Ahsoka, Kylo, the Emperor, Anakin, Vader, Leia, Yoda.
I'll move it over for you. There you go.
Perfect.
The tall cans have Boba Fett. I don't know who that is.
What site are you looking at?
There's a Reddit post. I've got the picture.
Oh, okay. Because I'm looking at the Coca-Cola's actual site. Oh, wait a minute. Oh.
3PO, Chewie. There's the glass bottles, which has K2SO and BB-8. That I would like to find.
Yeah, that would be glass bottles.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I want
on the glass bottles.
Where the heck do we get?
Dang it, BB-8.
Usually, glass bottles you can get at convenience stores.
Well, I know, but yeah, I want Star Wars ones though.
And those are the best Cokes.
Yeah, I wonder.
And then there's a whole bunch on the bottles.
So apparently, I didn't realize it, but there's a commercial. Can you hear the sound?
I sort of hear it, but
we can beat again.
That's funny, and that was the original Star Wars right there.
And drinking a Coke brings everybody together.
But see, his Coke doesn't have the characters on it. And everybody starts lighting their lightsabers in the theater. This is funny. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. So for those listening,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a theater, they were showing Star Wars. Star Wars gets cut in the middle of it, and everybody loses their mind. And now we got a Darth Vader, and yeah, and I guess he's supposed to be Anakin. I don't know, or not Anakin, but Luke. Oh, now we got Darth Maul popping in with the dual lightsaber too. Oh, and here's Ahsoka, and the Emperor's smiling at him.
Oh, you got the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, we got the Wilhelm scream. That's awesome. In a Death Star
that's blowing up with popcorn.
Oh, and apparently 3PO's running the camera.
And
Oh, we're gonna get a copyright strike, I guarantee it.
probably so. Well, we're talking over it. Maybe
Yeah.
it won't.
Hopefully
Maybe
it
we'll be
won't.
okay. Like we're just showing the commercial.
Definitely with that iconic music though. Oh, and then in the end, a hand pops up with the Darth Vader. Or I mean, it looks like the Darth Vader glove. I don't know. And then he's holding a Coca-Cola bottle, a glass Coca-Cola bottle. Oh, it's Boba Fett.
That's funny.
Okay, that was funny. All right, let's remove that. So yeah, so I got one of the specialty Coke cans. I got the Darth Maul, and I had to save it because it's Darth Maul, you know.
Right.
Anyway,
Here, I'll take that off real quick. I got it. There you go.
Cool. All right. So that's what I have for Geekdar: soap and
Okay.
Coca-Cola.
There we go.
Strange Geekdar.
That is. Let's go, shall we? It's time for the main event. All right, coming back now. Here we go. Let's do this. So, hey, everybody. We are, man, that took half an hour. We only got the season, so that was good.
Like I said, it's either feast or famine, man.
Right?
We didn't even discuss how we were going to handle this. So we are discussing the first 6 episodes of the Sandman season 2, which is available on Netflix. It is a Neil Gaiman story.
And some other writers too. I can't remember who are the authors of Sandman comic book.
Well, I think Neil's the main, though.
He's the main one, yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from anyone, but
Neil Gaiman, Joe Simon, and Jack Kirby.
There you go. Okay.
Its artists include Sam Keith, Mike Drinenberg, Jill Thompson, Sean McManus, Mark Kemple, Brian Talbot, and Michael Zulli. Lettering by Todd Klein and covers by Dave McKean.
I didn't realize Jack Kirby was a writer for this. Wow. I mean, that's like comic book royalty, Jack Kirby.
Yeah, he's one of the creators along with it. Yeah. And this is the Hellblazer universe, if I remember right, too.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah. Sandman kind of got a reboot in the 80s, I want to say, with Neil Gaiman's story. And yes, it is a part of the Hellblazer series, which is why we get sort of a character, a returning character in this season, which I forgot she was in season 1 till I saw her. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. Megan reminded me. She was like, Dad, she was in season 1. And I was like, oh, I forgot. I completely
Her, I
forgot
remembered.
Yeah, I did not remember her at all. I didn't remember that he had a son either. Oh, spoiler alert.
Right.
I still don't know if they breached that in season 1.
I can't remember. Do you?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
I didn't go back
like,
and watch season 1 now.
Right, I didn't either. It's, it was 2 years ago, so some of it was difficult to remember. Some of it was easy to remember. I have to say I do enjoy the show. I think I find the story very interesting. And there's something going on that I can't figure out, and I am pretty freaking sure it's desire is behind the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
Which we'll get into that a little bit, but
I think
desire or delirium.
I'm sorry. Desire. No, desire.
No, desire.
Yeah.
I really think we need to go back and watch the last episode of the first season.
It may not hurt. It may not hurt at all.
So everybody, what we're doing is we're doing the first 6 episodes of season 1 today. And then next week we're doing the last 5. We haven't talked if we're going to do the last episode, which is a story with death.
Is that like an extra thing? They did that
season 1.
Yeah, they did that in season 1 too.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, I thought I liked and it was more of an animated thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In season 1, yeah. Season 2, it's not, but yeah.
All right, cool.
So,
I didn't even realize they were doing that. Okay, that'll be fun. That'd be a fun little extra. But yeah, I like most of the characters in this. I like the dynamics of the family, the quote unquote family, because you have the gods. I don't know how else to
Yeah.
describe them. The gods over their realms and stuff, sort of like a Greek mythology type.
Yes, there's a huge tie-in with Greek mythology, it seems.
Right.
Yes.
And because you've got what? Death, you've got delirium, you've got desire.
Destiny,
Destiny,
dream,
and dream,
destruction.
Yeah.
I
liked how the first part of the season really, yes, and despair. Good call, Megan. I like how the first few episodes begin to set up the whole family dynamics. I really enjoyed that. Of the endless. So there's the endless. So that's the ones that we said, dream, destiny, desire, destruction, delirium.
Lots of D's.
Lots of D's. I was thinking the same thing. They all start with a D. So
one of them starts with.
Oh my god!
They do.
Maybe it's like your uncle and his ex-wife. They named both their kids. They had to have D names. Anyway, I think this is an interesting show. Now, something that kept bugging me was Lucifer.
Oh,
because I was like, Lucifer decides, oh well, I'm just gonna leave hell. And I just found that funny because I'm sorry, but with a Christian background, I'm like, I don't think you can just. I mean, okay, you and I know our background in our religion and such, and
sure,
we know that Satan has the ability to leave hell per se, especially right now because he's not officially locked up. But to say that that Satan can just, okay, I'm going to give up the keys to hell.
Right.
I find that mind blowing because I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't think it works that way.
Right.
You didn't go there, by choice.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know. It was just something that was driving me up a wall, and I would just laugh at it. I was like, okay, this is funny.
I just had to go with, I was like, okay, it's a story. Just roll with it. That's where my brain went.
I mean,
I
the
agree
whole
with
thing
you, though.
is, there's a lot of stuff that goes completely against our theology. But that was just one that I just couldn't get away from it. I had a hard time with it. Yeah. And I kept looking at Brenda going, yeah, it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I thought it was pretty interesting.
I thought it played well with the story. So,
yeah.
So
it's its own mythology, just like Supernatural. Also, the show Supernatural has its own mythology
and
stuff
Megan's
as well.
Area there. I don't know anything about Supernatural, but yeah, she said Lucifer's in Supernatural too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Cain of Cain and Abel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you got the mark of Cain in Supernatural.
Yeah, so Cain and Abel, I forgot about because they were in season 1 also, and I completely forgot about them. It's like the weirdest rendition of Cain and Abel.
Right? Yeah, the mythology that Gaiman created was interesting. It wasn't, I mean, it's its own mythology, its own story. That's like, even I equate it to like C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis used mythology. In fact, he mixed his theology when creating the Chronicles of Narnia, and to tell a story, kind of a thing. And I remember J.R.R. Tolkien even gave C.S. Lewis static about it. About you mixed your mythologies kind of a thing and stuff like that. So, but I mean, even that's what Gaiman does. Gaiman mixes his theologies and mythologies, his mythologies and theologies kind of a thing, but to create an intriguing story about revolving around the King of Dreams. So,
yeah. So if you're watching this with a Christian mythology in mind, yeah, you're not going to be happy with it. Let's just put it that way.
It'll make you go, huh? So yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it.
Just roll with it.
Right.
Just a story.
I think it's an interesting story. I get a kick out of a lot of it.
So what did you want to use for the scale?
I think the only thing we can use is singing decapitated heads.
All right. Yeah. All right. That's what I thought it was going to be. Yes.
Now, I originally said last night watching episode 6, I go, oh, I know what I'm using for a scale. And I forgot what Brenda thought I was going to use. I said, no, it's got to be decapitated heads. And she goes, singing decapitated heads. And I went, good clarification there. I like that. So we're going with singing decapitated heads.
I don't
Nice.
remember what she thought it was going to be.
Yeah, she thought I was going to say something else, and I can't think of what she thought of.
Bye, Luna.
But yeah, Luna just came in. If she was at home right now, she's at work. So otherwise, I guarantee she would have chimed in real quick. But I don't. Anyway, singing decapitated heads.
I'm good for that.
So we're just judging this on the first 6 episodes. We're not going to break down each episode, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I would say I think the story is very intriguing. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but I think that Desire is the culprit. I'm gonna say he's our how would we say it in Clue? He's our killer in Clue. You know, it's
the butler did it.
Yeah, the butler in the observatory with the candlestick. So
okay,
anyway,
there you go.
So I'm thinking Desire is our killer. It's just quote unquote killer. I mean, just to say that he's responsible. And I'm intrigued of where it's going because I'm not 100% sure where it's going. So the first half, here. So I'm gonna give it 7 decapitated singing heads.
Okay. All right. I will easily say that for the first 6 episodes, that I would give it a good solid 8 out of 10 seeing decapitated heads.
Nice.
Because I enjoyed the beginning was good. Yes, the story with, around, centered around hell and passing off the keys and then finding someone to take it over and all this kind of stuff. That was intriguing and all. You got to meet some other people who were fighting over the rights to rule hell, which I thought was pretty
enjoyed
good.
The little party.
Yes.
I don't know what else you call that because he kind of calls all these different people together who want to take over hell.
No, he didn't call them.
Or
they showed up.
Yeah, that's true. They did.
They did. They showed up.
But he did say they're his guests, though. He called them.
Welcomed them as guests.
All right.
Because that was the plot. That was the twist. Because they went there to try to fight for it, more or less.
True.
Yeah.
But I
decided.
I love that whole storyline. Just them.
It was
bickering over who gets to control hell.
Yeah, it was good. The whole how it all happened, and you're like, okay, what's the deviousness behind this? And there wasn't. You're like, well, that's all weird and stuff. So I would say that the story of Orpheus. So Dream, also called Morpheus, his son Orpheus. That whole story was incredible. It was really good. Now, yes, it was based on there's a Greek mythology surrounding that, which I thought was really good. And then, but just, him singing the song and then, gets almost to the end gets out of Hades, purgatory with Persephone. Is that right? Was that who it was?
Okay. That's something. Can you clarify something for me?
Yeah.
So, okay. We have Lucifer giving up the keys to hell. Okay.
Yes.
But Orpheus, who is Morpheus's son, by the way, weird name. Morpheus is okay. Or we're giving away spoilers, right?
Oh yeah, you can't talk about. Yeah, we should have said that, everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry if you haven't seen it.
Okay. So So Morpheus's son gets married, and the family member that knows everything.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Destiny. By the way, he is a party killer. Don't invite Destiny to a party, okay? Because
Party pooper.
yeah, he's just not fun. I'm sorry. He shows up at the wedding. He's there to witness the wedding and everything, and he just basically comes up to him and says, "Everything that's going to happen is meant to happen." Blah blah blah, and yeah, okay, good luck. And walks away.
Right.
And of course that puts it in Orpheus's mind, like, what the heck is going to happen to us, And lo and behold, that night his bride dies.
Right.
And then, of course, she is sentenced to, I mean, I say sentence, I don't know how you present it, but Hades. So my question is, and then Hades is controlled by, who are the two that are controlling Hades?
Hades is the god.
Oh, okay. But
the underworld.
Underworld.
It's the underworld. So the Greek mythology, it's underworld, and Hades is the ruler, the king, the god, whatever you want to insert title here of the underworld. And Persephone becomes his queen.
Gotcha. So is hell and the underworld not the same place? I was confused.
No. They are not the same place.
Okay. I was so confused. I'm like, I don't understand this. this
it
was not clicking in my head. It didn't.
Again, different mythologies and different realms. So it takes more, in my opinion, it takes more of a pluralistic view from a theological standpoint. In other words, all these realms happen all at the same time in different ways. So it's not like if one religion says it's this or one mythology says it's this, they're just all there in different ways in different places.
But the underworld seemed to me basically hell, though. Did I interpret that correctly?
Just think of it as two different locations, kind of a thing. That's really what it boils down to. So those who are in the Greek mythological world, that would be Hades, and then those who are coming from a, for lack of a better term, Christian standpoint, that would be would be hell, because you have Lucifer, the morning star. So that's taking from that the Christian worldview kind of a thing versus the Greek mythological worldview.
Oh, that was another thing. I didn't think he could cut off Lucifer's wings either. But anyway,
just presuming they have wings.
Watch Lucifer. I love that show.
I don't know about Lucifer. I don't know about Lucifer.
I love Tom Ellis.
I know you do, but anyway, let's go on with the Sandman.
Because we've only got 10 minutes left.
We had a lot of geeky news today.
We did.
He's the better DC Lucifer.
Okay.
He has ties to DC too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Constantine didn't our
he
favorite
was in
guy.
Legends of Tomorrow. There was an episode where they
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because that's Vertigo. Because Sandman is Vertigo, and which is a DC imprint, and so he met our favorite Matt Ryan, Constantine in that.
And we have a version of Constantine.
I like her too.
Yeah.
Yes.
In this, only she's Joanna Constantine.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird, but
and she is Souffle Girl from Doctor Who.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's Clara. She's one of the Doctor's companions. I can't. What's her real name, Megan? I can't think of her real name.
Jenna Coleman, I think.
Clara Oswald.
Well, Clara Oswald.
That's the character. He's talking about the actress.
Jenna Coleman.
Yeah, Jenna Coleman. There it is. Yeah, Jenna Coleman.
That's what I said.
Jenna Coleman. So Jenna Coleman plays Joanna Constantine, and she is basically the gender swap of John Constantine. Actually, I like her. I like her. This is not a half bad gender swap. I don't always like it when they do that, but I like
They-
this version of him.
They did it pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah. She's a good version. It helps that I liked her from Doctor Who to begin with, so I enjoyed her version of Constantine.
She handles sassy characters very well.
Yeah, she does. She does. I would like to see her and John meet up, though.
Me too.
That would be fun.
I think they would go great together.
If Matt Ryan met up with her, that would be awesome. The only problem is I think he'd try to make out with himself.
Yeah. I could see that.
Anyway, I'm just saying. It's true.
I could see that happening.
It's very true. Oh, we also had Mark Hamill in this. I forgot about that. Mark Hamill plays the pumpkin.
He's the voice of the Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, he's a pumpkinhead. So,
Right on. Okay. I went down a rabbit trail of that character or the actress because I was like, what else has she been in? So besides the Doctor Who, so that was interesting. So,
Doctor Who's what I mainly know her from. So,
yeah,
and I really liked her in Doctor Who. She was a favorite of mine. All right, sorry,
yeah.
I kind of
Sorry.
derailed you there a little bit.
You did. So I would say overall, I mean, I really enjoyed the Orpheus story. There's something about the Orpheus story. Granted, that is in Greek mythology, that story, but it was just so neat to see and then how it tied in with Dream. And then, at the end of episode 6, it was the whole aspect of it was an incredible storytelling dynamic of the struggle for Morpheus, for Dream, of being there for his son, being a father to his son, and how over the centuries, what he did, what he didn't do. You got to see what Joanna Constantine got involved in that, or the earlier, I don't know how to say, the one that was older, kind of not an older incarnation, I guess is the way to say that, is really the best way to say that. And so then, or the older parent. So I don't remember how he did the lineage, because he had the diary of that one to give to the current Joanna Constantine, which I thought was really interesting. But that struggle that he had as a father, and then that's father-son relationship and how they played that, and then knowing what he wanted to do for the love of his son, like how he had changed, and then his son saying, in my life, but that's, you spilled family blood. And then knowing that's what all of second half of season 2 is about, everybody, just to give you a heads up. It's that dynamic of this world has laws and rules. And so what happens, and then what do you do with that? So it was really fascinating. It was really interesting.
Well, and we also have the storyline of Dream and Delirium hunting for their brother Destruction.
Yes.
And because Delirium comes to Dream, so they have a meeting. The entire family has a meeting, but Destruction doesn't come to the meeting, and he says that he doesn't want anyone coming after him. He wants the family to leave him alone, so on and so forth. But Delirium, she becomes kind of delirious with this whole fascination of where her brother is, and she wants to go after him. And she starts meeting with the other members of the family, asking them to go with her. Well, she goes to Desire, and Desire really puts this into her that she has to go find Destruction, because Desire gives you what you desire. And then when she goes to Dream asks her, "So did you go to Desire?" And she says, "Yes." He said no. Which I like her demeanor. She's
right,
interesting.
Yeah.
And but I think Desire also affects Dream, because then Dream says, "Okay." First he said no, and then he changes his mind and he wants to go. Well, and Desire showed up there. So I think Desire puts it into Dream. Of course, we also find out that Dream has an ulterior motive. Dream wants to find his love, who had died and went to hell for 10,000 years. And then
Mhm.
when hell was shut down, she basically was let out, and then she won't have anything to do with Dream anymore. So that's
Mhm.
his real desire to go after her. So I think this entire thing is concocted by desire.
Mhm.
I don't
There
know what his underlining uh,
So
motive.
you haven't seen the second half yet, right? Or
No,
you
I
have?
have not watched the
Okay,
second.
I have. I've seen them all.
Oh, okay. So you
Um,
know.
so there
We were
there are
watching an episode a night, is what we were doing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. So that's kinda what I did. And, I, well, I was out of town, everybody. I went out of town for a little bit, so while I was out of town, I kinda downloaded the episodes on my tablet and watched them, like, on the airplane or, kind of a thing. So,
Nice.
I the, not that I'm gonna give you spoilers on season 2. What I will say is you
Oh,
will
we've been
see.
given spoilers all through this little
Right, but
discussion.
you haven't seen the second half of season
No,
2,
I have
excuse
not.
me.
Not yet.
It is interesting, and, it does make you wonder. The second half does make you start asking that question, who's behind this? There's a bigger play going on here. And there are videos out there that are trying. I haven't watched them because I was trying not to, but I may have to now for next week. But just people who are giving their own thoughts and ideas of who's behind it. It's really fascinating.
Well, my thinking right now, again, I haven't seen the second half, so I don't know. But my
Mhm.
thinking is Desire he's at the, he is the crux of all this. That's just
Yeah.
my belief,
Yeah.
because I believe he put it in
There-
Dream's head
There's a
to
lot
go.
of videos that will say that,
Okay.
but there's been some other ones that I've been like, do I click on this or not? That's why I was going to wait. I wanted to say where you were with it, but I think overall the first half, I really enjoyed the first half and the beginning of the second half, and it's going to be. I can't wait for you to watch it and get your input and
Okay.
stuff like that, especially with that thought in mind, with where you're at. Because I didn't. When I went through the first 6 episodes, I wasn't thinking who was behind it. So I find it interesting that you're already thinking that you're already processing that. I didn't catch that, and I think as it progresses, I'm going to be interested in how, with your Sherlock Holmesian deductive reasoning, what you're gonna come up with.
I am no Sherlock Holmes. I do not claim that one bit. Like a lot of my theories end up going out of the window by the end of the season. So we'll see where we're at next week at this time.
Right.
But we should probably explain the decapitated singing heads too.
Yes,
We didn't really explain.
we did. We were about to, and we didn't. But yes, go ahead.
Right. So because then I diverged back to the other kind of storyline that happens like in the first half of the first season. But then, we have the wedding, so on and so forth. His bride dies, and then he goes to Hades or the underworld. He goes to the underworld to try and get his bride back to negotiate with Hades and what did you say her name is, Megan? Persephone to bring her back. They agree to let her come back with him if he.
Yeah, but he sings this song, which is well done. I'm going to be open with it. Is that was my favorite scene in all of that first half, was that scene where he's singing, because I thought, how are they going to do this? How are the producers and director, and how are they going to create this scene? They did a really good job with it. They really did.
What did you think when that same song was sung in episode 6?
Right.
We'll get that in a second. Anyway, so he is told he can take her with him, but of course there is a
Price catch.
Price to it, and the price is that he becomes immortal and he cannot return there. So, which some people think immortality, well, that's not a punishment. That's more of a prize. Well, if you follow a lot of stories where people are immortal, it's not as much of a prize as you think it is. And so we find out that, his prize wasn't great because he gets decapitated and then all he is a head,
Yep.
which in my opinion is kind of funny in a sick way.
Right.
But when Constantine comes into the picture because Dream asked Constantine to basically watch over him, so on and so forth. So she takes him, and then the French authorities, because she's in France, come after her because they want the head.
The head. Yeah.
And they don't know that the head is still alive.
Yeah.
And they don't believe that. There are the rumors that it is, but they just want the head because they think it's causing a problem within their nation, and so on and so forth. So they threaten to cut off Joanne's head, and he pretends to be dead. And I loved it when the guy comes to her and says, "So you hide a book in a library, and then you hide." Oh, what was the other example? I can't think of what the other one. A flower in a garden, but where do you hide a head? And it was like, oh, okay,
It's French Revolution.
right. So yeah, French Revolution. So they got a pile
Of
heads there. And that's where Orpheus's head was at. It was in that pile. Now, that had to stink. I'm sorry.
Right?
That had to be gross. Your head is alive and it's laying amongst all these dead heads. Dead heads.
Right.
Not like
ooh.
Not like the band's fans. Grateful Dead, that's what they call it.
Deadheads.
Deadheads.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, his head is in there. And then she finally reveals, yes, this is where the head is hidden. And then Dream tells her that he can still sing, and to have him sing the song. So the head starts to sing the same song that he sang in the underworld. But all of the other deadheads join him. It was an awesome scene.
Yeah. It was really good.
I think that was my favorite scene out of the entire episode.
It was really good. There is so much that happens. This is not, one of my complaints about some of these Netflix series is it's kind of drawn out kind of stuff. You could tell a story. Well, there is so much that happens, and it just keeps going and keeps moving and keeps going and keeps moving, and it captures. I didn't do any. There were no Steven skips.
I was going to ask how many.
None, because I was like, if I skip, when I think that's going to be, I'm going to miss something, because there was just a lot that happened, and it was really good. It was interesting storytelling, and yes, the first 3 episodes were kind of like hell and all that surrounded around that. And then the next 3 episodes, 4, 5, and 6 were really about Orpheus's story kind of a thing. And which I thought was really good. And, but there was so much that happened even within those. There were stories within stories. And I thought that was really good. So it was the first half was really good. That's why I gave it an 8 singing decapitated heads.
So that is why we chose singing decapitated heads, because I just think that's hilarious. I love it.
Yes, very much so.
I do want to ask you this: who would you say your top characters are in this? Who would you say your favorite?
Oh gosh, that's a hard one. I love Dream foremost, because you see his arc and his story. We got, in the first season, he was still that methodic, deadpan's not the right word, but just even kill kind of. He didn't get excited, or and you got to see some of it with his friend that he meets at the bar every 100 years,
right?
Which was good.
And we did see him at the beginning of this too, because he tells him that he may not get to meet with him.
Yes,
at the next meeting. Right.
Yes, which I thought was good. And but then when we see in the second season, you see him become more emotional, that he has
Oh.
more emotion.
Sam.
Hey, Sam. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning.
Welcome. Man, it's like late for you though, right? Ooh,
I'm sure it is, man.
yeah. So then, so that's my favorite. I did enjoy him in this one. I wouldn't have said that for season 1, but for season 2, to see his arc and his relationship with Orpheus, I really liked. I did like Orpheus, but I can't. Orpheus is only really in those 3 episodes, sort of, kind of a thing. So, but of this,
I like Orpheus, but I can't put him on top.
yeah, he's not a top. Gosh, that's
wow.
such a good one.
Sam said 11-7.
Oh,
So
it's late for you.
Yeah, it's late for Sam.
That
Sam,
is
I'd
late.
be in bed by now.
Right. I already be dreaming.
It's hell getting old.
So that one for sure. I did like Destruction's character. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite. Gosh,
I liked him too.
Yeah, I
He
thought it was
wasn't
really
what
interesting.
I expected at all either.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I didn't expect to like him as much as I did.
Yeah, I think the thing I liked about him was he was weary from his role, Destruction kind of a thing, and his care. You realize he began to care for humanity and where they were headed. So I thought that was interesting.
Kind of weird for Destruction.
Yeah, that you would think for. Yeah.
Well, I liked how he said, "What do they need me for? They're going to do it anyway."
Right.
I enjoyed that. I was like, good point.
Yeah. There's more in the second season. So, or the second half of the second season. So that was enjoyable with him. And then let's see. There is don't let me forget to give a warning for second half of second season.
Okay.
So then there is gosh, I did like the Constantine. I did like Joanna Constantine. I do like that character. It's probably because I also like Constantine.
Yeah,
character really, but I liked hers. It didn't see as much as I thought we would. Really, realistically, as far as abilities or powers, or
it was kind of a bummer. It was kind of a bummer to see when Dream shows up at the chapel. I don't know where the monks are at. Where Orpheus's head is at and everything, and you get the tombstone. I was like, oh, that sucks.
But I think it also put in there the whole, it's a family lineage kind of a thing, and I liked that concept. So those are probably my main ones. Yeah, those are my main ones. What about you?
I agree. I like Destruction. I thought Destruction was good. Wouldn't put him on top. And I do enjoy this version of Constantine. I said that earlier, but again, I wouldn't put her on top either. My top 2 are going to be Dream and Death. Those are my favorites.
Death is a good one. Yes.
I really enjoy Death. That sounds so weird.
The character Death.
Right, the character Death. I really enjoy her character because I like how you have such a different type of portrayal of what Death is in this series than what we normally get.
Well, even in Supernatural, Death is how would you say, Megan? He's a jerk.
Yeah.
Well, she's compassionate.
And she is. Yeah.
And I love that. I love that because she shows up and she's very compassionate with the person who dies and takes them to their next, point and everything. And I think it's an interesting portrayal of death. It's something I don't ever think I've ever seen death portrayed as. So
yeah,
I really like her character a lot. I'd say Dream would be number 1 and Death would be number 2.
Okay.
I really like Delirium. She was fun. She was just, I don't know. She kind of reminded me of Harley Quinn in a way.
Oh, yeah.
I could see.
Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead, Megan. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I could see that. That fits.
Yeah, I could see that too. Yeah, that's a good point.
I think that actress could make a decent Harley Quinn, actually.
Yeah.
And you know, I love Harley Quinn. She's one of my favorite DC characters. So
yeah.
But yeah, she's not quite as insane as Harley, but she's on the verge.
Yeah.
I mean, she is delirium.
Right.
So
but I don't think she's quite as insane as Harley. Of course, I haven't seen the second half of the season, so maybe Steven knows something I don't. So.
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. All right. But I really like her character. I think she would come in third place. So there's my top 3.
Okay. Well, as we round out, everybody, I'm going to give you a warning. There is a scene in the second half of the second season that I almost, you know how I am about certain things, that I almost was like, I'm done.
Yeah, I already know what this warning is. I mean, I don't know what the warning is, but I know.
So now I will say, for the first half of second season, I didn't do any Steven skipping. The second half, a little different.
Really?
Yes. There are some things that I'm just like, oh gosh, you guys, don't do this, kind of a thing.
Okay.
But it is part of the story of how they play out the story. So it's
not. A lot of times when you Steven skip, it's out of boredom.
Right.
Am I correct?
Right.
Am I correct? You wouldn't say this is out of boredom then.
No, I was Steven skipping because I was like, that part of this, I was very upset. And I said, anything to do with these characters and this whole part of the story, I was not happy about. And I said, I'm just Steven skipping it. I'm going to go see how it all plays out, because it's one of those stories within the stories. It does but then it does come out later, like even in the next episode. So it's pretty quick how they kind of adjust for it. But I'm not going to say any more than that. I just say, if you see that, it is part of the story. It does. I'm trying not to spoil it, but at the same time, I was very upset. And so between those 2 episodes, I was really mad about the show. And I didn't know if I was going to continue, to be open with you. So that's why that's why Steven skipped anything of that little story within the story. I was like, nope, you lost me. Nope, skip. Okay, now we've got someone else in play. Okay, Constantine. Okay, yeah, I suppose, So yeah, I'd watch those, but the other part, I was furious.
Gotcha.
And that's just, I have a rule. Some of you already know that rule, but in storytelling and shows and TVs, and it almost took it really too far.
Okay.
And all. So anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And then they do a cop out of a. I'm sorry. I'll wait till next week, everybody. Join us next week when Steven really goes off the hinge on part of this, and then you'll know if you watch it.
This is going to be really interesting because it sounds like you really enjoyed the first half of the season. So
I did.
Yeah, now I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Nice cliffhanger for us to end on for today.
Yeah. It's all intertwined storytelling, which is really interesting. And but is it worth seeing? Yes. I have to say that, it is, because it all ties into the story. They do. I didn't know if they were going to tie it into the story.
He says that very hesitantly. Yes.
Yes, kind of a thing. So, yeah. But anyway, I'll leave it at. That's all I'll say about that. I'll leave that for everybody. We can enjoy. So the second half, and then we can all rant together, or maybe not. So,
okay, cool. All right. So overall, I enjoyed the first half of the season. I think it's an intriguing story, and I am looking forward to see. Maybe not what Steven said, especially after that. Maybe I'm not looking forward to that portion of the story, but I'm looking forward to seeing how this wraps up. And from what I understand, there is not going to be a season 3. at least.
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll talk about that more next week. So
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes, we will. It'll be worth yes. Yes.
Sounds good. All right.
Yep. All right. That's all I got to say.
That's all I got.
Hey, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us today and joining us for Sandman. We'd love to get your thoughts. So if you would, please just comment below in whatever platform that you're watching. Just let us know, just because it's this is an interesting show. And yes, there's this whole hoopla about no gaming. We want to take the story for the story's sake and talk about it. But I will say that
I'll be totally honest. I don't even know. Yeah. I'm sure I can guess what happened.
It'll be part of our conversation to answer your question why there's not going to be a season 3. There's a couple of things, so we'll talk about it next week. And then, but hey, thanks. Please check out our website, www.twogeeksmic.com. That's the number 2, GEEKSMIC.com. And that's our hub to get to everything else. So that's where I really try to point everybody to, is to go there. You'll see the upcoming shows that we've got coming up. As we get them decided and put up. Mike does a great job with the thumbnails for all those. Fantastic job. And so you can see what's coming up, and if there's anything that really you're like, oh, I'd really like to hear about that, we'd love to hear that. The other thing about it is you can also get to our merch page from there. So we've got some t-shirts, just a few things, nothing super major, but just kind of fun. And that helps support us in just, paying for the different things that we pay for. But check out our merch at twogeeksmicmerch.com. Can also take you straight there, but you can get to it from our website as well. That's the number 2, GEEKSMICMERCH.com. Or if you want to directly support us, you can go to our Ko-fi page. Those who are not familiar with Ko-fi, it is like Patreon, but there's just a yearly fee you pay for it, and then they don't take a percentage. So, which is really nice. And so if you're a small creator, I think it's much more better than Patreon. I'm just saying. So, so with that, we've got a $1 tier, $2 tier, and $3 tier. I have made the announcement that I will release my book for our Ko-fi subscribers. So if you're a subscriber on our Ko-fi channel, you'll get my book. Which I've been working on. So I'm doing my final edits.
Speaking of books, I probably should have said this in Geeky News, but I forgot to. Sorry, Jeff.
Is it out?
It's not yet, but it's close. He's getting very close. Our friend Jeffrey Wright from
Nerdery and Murdery.
He's written his own book, basically based on his and Zig. Zig is his co-host of Nerdery and Murdery. It's based on their gaming adventures, role-playing gaming adventures.
Yeah. Would that fall under, what's it called, lit RPG? Literature RPG?
I guess. I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Yeah.
When it comes out, we're going to have him on.
We're going to have him on.
He's going to get his own episode for that. I'm stating this right now, Jeff, officially on the air. You will get your own episode for the release of your book.
Creators Corner.
And yes, Creators Corner will do it. Definitely do a Creators Corner on Prime Numbers. That's the name of the book. And I believe he's got a Facebook page. Just search for Prime Numbers, I guess. And if you want to join the Facebook page, and he's releasing character profiles, some pictures, and all kinds of cool stuff. So he's putting all these bonus stuff up there, and he's working really super hard. So I'm looking forward to the release of the book. I can't wait till it comes out. He just chose the format too, so looking forward to that. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to make sure we got that in.
No, I want to make sure I get it. Hang on.
You looking for?
I got it. Prime Numbers. I'm going to like it.
Awesome. Cool. You went on Facebook and found it?
I did. So I just said Prime Numbers book, and here I will. Let me share my screen real quick.
Here we were wrapping up.
Right?
This is awesome.
So here it is. Prime Numbers.
There it is. Prime Numbers.
Just do a search for Prime Numbers book. How do I follow this? Oh, it says following.
Yeah.
Yeah, 47. So yeah, liked it, following,
So
and
yeah,
all.
go make sure and give Prime numbers a like. Yeah, go back up a second.
Oh, I like that picture.
Yeah, that's cool. But go back up.
Yeah.
Right there. That picture. That's Zig's
Taste the
character.
pain. That's Zig's character.
That's Zig's character.
It's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
They just posted that a couple of days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been posting all these character profiles and stuff so you can learn about each of the characters and everything.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Great idea. Just fantastic idea. I love it.
Yes.
Awesome. So
Very cool. Very cool, to say the least. All right. Nice. Okay. What else we got?
let's see.
We did Kofi.
You know what we haven't mentioned in a while? We haven't mentioned our affiliate sponsor. We should probably do that real quick. I'm
Yeah.
So I have an affiliate through Live Bearded. Since I have my long white beard. No, it's not Santa Claus. Anyway,
Right.
So, but I use Live Bearded products, and I really, really enjoy their products. They smell great. They really do help
Yeah.
affect your beard and take care of your beard and stuff. But if you use our link, you can
Yep.
go and purchase from them some of their products. And I would highly recommend, if this is your first time trying them out, to try their sampler pack, because the sampler pack gives you one of each of their main scents, which is they have Tombstone, Legend, Canon, 1880, Executive, and American. And then they give you this nice scorecard that you can score each one of them as you try the products. And then that way you know exactly which one you like the best and stuff. So, and my
Nice.
favorites were Legend and Executive. Those are the two that I like the best.
Yeah. So if you go to our website, everybody, you'll see the Live Bearded. I did a picture of the Live Bearded. You can click on there and it will use our link to go to that website. So if you go
Right.
to twogeeksmike.com, it'll take you there. And when it does, you just click it, and then here's the web. Steven, I thought I hit the screen. Save screen. Let me go back.
There we go.
You can, so on our website, just scroll down. It's right there. There's our affiliate, our newest affiliate sponsor. Click it. It'll take you to the page. And there's all the different things that you can do. But if you go to shop, and here is where, there's that. Yes, you'll get the pop-ups. But if you go to shop and go down to sample pack.
There you go. There's the sample pack.
Go to the sample pack, and it has, right now it's on sale for $15.
Right. And if you purchase that through our link, I believe you get like $10 or $15 off of your first purchase afterwards. So it's almost like getting the sampler pack, for free. So
Yeah. You get it for $5.
Yeah.
So yeah, so a sample pack. So anyway, so that's on that one. So yeah. Okay. It's all you, Mike.
All right. Thank you for indulging me in that. So if you made it this far, please make sure and go and like and subscribe to us on the socials. Go and give us a big thumbs up on YouTube, or if you're watching on Rumble, give us a like over on Rumble. And make sure you like the episodes too, because supposedly algorithms like that, and helps when you like it, somebody else who likes this type of content would possibly pop up for them. And make sure you go and like and subscribe to us on Facebook. I try to post funny memes or sometimes news items. I kind of divide our news items from Facebook to the live show, depending on what it is. Because I've had some people complain, well, you talked about, or you posted that on Facebook, so I just skipped the news portion of it. Well, I'm trying not to put stuff on Facebook that I plan on talking about live on the air. So that way, hopefully you don't skip the news portion on our live episode. Anyway, so And then I post any information about upcoming shows, like as in when we go live. We go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the math on the rest because I don't like math. All right. Now that I got all that out, anything else, Stephen? Last words, funny anecdotes?
Nope.
All right.
We're good.
All right. With that said, please do not, Stephen, skip this episode because we are much more better than the rest. Cheers. Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,
may the force be with you.